Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I said this week would be a collab, but I've been having some difficulties. So that's been put on hold temporarily. And we'll see where we're at next week. Anyway, if we get into this video, this is my competition entry for Sleepy Gemstone. I'm using a new program to do drawing. So I hope you guys can forgive my very sloppy non-use. I'm still getting used to this. Actually, it's my first time using this. So this character is a Mudwing Silkwing hybrid, because I felt like that fit the mood board very well. Along with her being a librarian, because I saw like the piano and like it feels the browns make me think of libraries and umbrellas make me think of libraries. The whole mood board made me think of libraries, basically. I actually had a lot of fun designing her because I tried a lot of new things out, especially using this. I named her Athena. Athena is often associated with owls and knowledge, so I felt like this was a good fit, seeing as I made her a librarian, and I based a lot of her colors off of owls. Anyway, I did create a story for her, so let's get into that. It was a wonderfully muddy and rainy day. She was on her way to the library. This was her new job, after all, and she couldn't wait. To be around all those books, to be around all the paper and quills. It was just wonderful. She dreamed her whole life of being a librarian. She knew it was an unusual job, but she really loved it. She especially loved being able to read all the books whenever she wanted. But the one thing she hoped to do, the one thing she hoped that she can do just as good as the past librarian, show young dragonettes how great books can be. She remembers the older dragon. She retired only a little while ago. But she was one of her favorite people. A librarian that had a great spirit and knew exactly what to say to almost anyone. She wasn't quite as outgoing as the past librarian was, although she was willing to try. She'd been too caught up in books to really make many friends over the years. But there was one thing she knew for sure. If she could get this job, she sure was going to keep it. A dragon sat at the back playing a piano. It was nice to listen to. She'd always liked when dragonettes came to play the piano. As she hung up her scarf and grabbed her glasses off the table where she'd left them yesterday. She went behind the counter and started to rummage. She wanted to pick up a scroll before heading off to do anything else. She'd like to write things down. That way she could keep track of what she needed to do and what she'd had already done. She quickly found one and wrote down a list. Check books back in that were left from overnight. Look through the inventory to see if any new scrolls or books had arrived. Then sit at the desk and wait for somebody to need help. The first day didn't need too much to be done. She'd already gotten plenty done last night when she was introduced to all her duties. She thought it'd make it easier on herself. So, as she checked in books one by one, she started to read the pages a bit. She knew she had the time to. It was a slow day after all. Not many dragons wanted to come to the library while it was raining. But she couldn't quite understand that. But it gave her more time to read, so she didn't mind. After she checked in all the books, and checked to see if there were any new books, and finished her whole list, she went down to the market to see if she could grab anything for a drink. She loved hot chocolate. It was the perfect drink for a rainy afternoon. A couple dragonettes came by, for a school project. They were looking for some sort of book on the stars. She knew exactly where these were, so she quickly showed them to where all of the astronomy books were, being careful to figure out what kind of books they needed. She quickly found the perfect book to get all these dragonettes right on track. And soon after, more dragons came by. The afternoon got quite busy. She looked outside and realized it had stopped raining, which was probably why plenty of dragons were stopping by now. Once all the new dragons coming in were taken care of, she sat down at one of the cubby corners. At this point, she intended to read a story to any of the smaller dragonettes that wanted to listen. Many of them came over. She picked a suitable story, one that was her favorite when she was younger. A story about a far-off land with many more dragons. It was almost funny to realize that there had been a far-off land with more dragons, even if it wasn't anything like the one in the story. She read the book, and she was hoping that she did all the voices the way that the children liked. At the end of the day, she closed up the library and headed home. This was going to be the best job she ever had. I wrote the story in a hurry, so I hope you guys liked it. Athena is actually, one of my favorite dragons now. And I plan on making her a good friend of Hummingbird in my story that I'm writing about Hummingbird. I think her design is actually one of my favorite designs I've made so far. I feel it's a lot more intricate than my normal dragon designs. I had a lot of fun using this software, and I can't wait to see what else I can make with it. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you next time, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Bye!